Namaste Pisces. This is going to be a reading through the 31st of August. I apologize for the delay. There's been a lot of problems with my YouTube. I mean, there's always been problems with my YouTube channel, but usually they just affect me in terms of my views and things like that. But there's been problems with me uploading. They've been stuck, all kinds of foolishness. Actually, the thumbnail for your video has been done for, over a week. And I just couldn't get here, but it's not going to stop me. I mean, I know that a lot of things and people work against my channel. Dark witches, jealous people, the powers that be, shadow bans and all that kind of foolishness, but nothing's going to stop me from doing my videos. Nothing ever does stop me. So I am finally here, and I thank you for being patient. We're beginning with the Ace of Cups for you, which is an awesome card in any area of your life that it touches. I'm sure you guys know that already. Of course, of the suit of water, I did want to show you that behind it is the Tower in reverse. So it's something, and it could be out of something unexpected that sort of knocks you off your feet a bit, whether energetically, spiritually, physically. Something positive is born of whatever that is. So it could be in your work, relationships, love, romance, family life, maybe unexpected new home or something. Just something is possible. Or somebody that maybe wasn't supposed to be able to get pregnant, suddenly they are, or something like that. Here, this is your energy right here behind it, behind the Tower. It's the Moon in reverse, which represents the sign of Pisces in the tarot. And then we have the Two of Wands in reverse. So maybe some sort of partnership. Doesn't have to be romantic. Again, it could be any area of your life, but some sort of partnership. Maybe what results in this, something blows up, And again, what's born of it is positive. And somebody may have to make an actual decision in order for that, that triggers something. And it could be somebody that you already know in your life from your past or at some point. I keep going like this all day, but I'm going to shuffle your cards. I am tempted to see if I didn't, because I shuffle before I do any reading. So I'm tempted to see if I didn't shuffle again, what card you would get. So this would be the one that most directly represents you, a Six of Wands. That's interesting because I saw the Six of Wands when I was shuffling the other deck too. The one representing your surrounding energy would be the Two of Cups in reverse. So it could be, again, a relationship, not necessarily romantic, but very, very possibly romantic, given now that we're seeing the Two of Cups and we saw the Knight of Cups here as well. Quite possibly a Pisces like yourself, or a Cancer or a Scorpio, or someone like into those traits or attributes. Could be a water-on-water relationship. Work and finance would have been the Page of Pentacles in reverse, something coming to you, but maybe delayed, hung up in some way. Some of you might be waiting for the Senate to sign the bill so that you can get your hazard pay or your extended unemployment benefits or something like that, or a job, waiting for a job to start. And love and relationship would have been the Sun, which can be good. I mean, it can be about positive things, coming out, clarity on maybe issues that have been in your relationship and things, and which of course leads to it getting better, right? Strengthens the relationship, represents the energy of Sagittarius. Some of you may be dealing with a Sag. Also, though, the Sun can be about the need for a break. Could be a break together, I suppose, a trip, maybe somewhere in a nice, sunny, warm climate. Or maybe you need some space. Possibly because you've been stuck in the house together during COVID or something like that. What's interesting is, again, with the other deck, which I also shuffled already, we're going to begin at some point with the Four of Swords, which is also about the need for a break, time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. And underneath it is another Six of Wands as well. So this is a card of victory. In fact, it says you may receive a promotion, be chosen for a scholarship, or find out that you're singled out for special recognition. You've done an amazing job and you deserve all the attention, but you'll notice, or you may have noticed already, that it too was in reverse. So it may be aligned with this page, like the promotion is coming, but not yet. It's delayed. Or the job is coming, but not yet. It's delayed. And that's what's represented by that. All right, so now we're going to shuffle. So I'm taking the cards here. If you've seen the readings that I did over the weekend, you know the Seven of Swords keeps popping up. We just saw it in reverse for you guys. Eight of Pentacles opposite the Ace of Cups. Seven of Wands in reverse. Five of Pentacles in reverse, which is better. It's better in reverse than upright. That's a card about, if it's not actual lack, it's fear of lack. It's usually fear. And then here it's a similar kind of energy. The Eight of Swords also in reverse. So this is a card of fear of being stuck or trapped too. And when it's in reverse, it's like you're coming out of it. So some of you coming out of it looks like a situation where you're stuck financially or in a material sense, as I open to the King of Pentacles. Possibly a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your life. And there's the Ten of Pentacles also in reverse. So you see, you guys have some abundance coming to you. But again, they're all in reverse. So something is holding it up. Could be a legal situation. Maybe it's tied up there because courts have been closed. That brings us to the Ace of Wands, also in reverse again. So an opportunity that's out there for you, but it too is delayed. Behind that, Major Arcana card Temperance, which also represents the sign of Sagittarius, as well as Aquarius for me, because I always explain this is a water bearer, and I don't care what anybody says. An angel standing in a pool of water, pouring water between two vessels. That's a water bearer, if I ever saw one. Look at that, behind that, the Ten of Cups. So the Temperance card represents restoration, recovery, being made whole again, where something was lost or lacking or stolen. It's replaced somehow. The Eight of Wands, something being on its way to you, messages, packages, news, means the universe working on your behalf behind the scenes. Knight of Wands, perhaps more Sagittarius energy, Aries or Leo, or someone likened to those traits or attributes if it's an actual person in your life. The Sun again, clarity, people becoming well if they were ill or something, especially if it's something involving like rays and x-ray or sunburn, CAT scans, cancer, and all those things. There's improvement in the health. And look, after all that shuffling, still the Page of Pentacles in reverse. I'll stop there. But so you guys get the idea. But you see behind it, the Ace of Pentacles upright, because again, that abundance wants to come to you. So what is your actual card most directly representing you? As I also get this, pull the stands out. I'm going to pull 4 cards. Most directly representing you, the Queen of Wands. Again, maybe a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, or someone likened to those traits or attributes significant in your life this week. This is the energy most directly representing you through the 31st. Surrounding you, the Four of Wands in reverse. Work and finance. The Ace of Swords, also in reverse. And lastly, love and relationship, romance. The Nine of Cups, upright. That's yeses and dreams come true. It's a beautiful card for love and romance. The first I want to point out, for those of you who didn't notice, we've now seen all 4 aces in your spread. And, you know, it's just going to be a short little reading, but you've already seen all 4 aces. The Ace of Wands in reverse is your overall energy. The Ace of Swords in reverse is representing your love and finance. We began with the Ace of Cups, and I just showed you the Ace of Pentacles. So that means you guys are in for great luck, abundance, you know, just experiencing good things in your lives. Somebody could even like win the lottery. I'm not saying like become, you know, a multi-million-dollar jackpot winner necessarily, but something helpful to you, you know, on its way in terms of finances, abundance, love, work, just every area of your life. It's very, very possible. I wonder if that has something to do with the full moon, actually, because I said this reading is going to go through the 31st of August, And then like right after that, I think it may be the 2nd of September, which equals 11, right? 9-2, is the full moon in Pisces. So that may be also, and of course, your ruler, Neptune, is currently retrograde in your sign. So that may be empowering to you as well. We've seen a lot of wands in your reading too already. And again, in fact, your overall energy is the Ace of Wands. And wands are usually about work and career, movement, action, travel, maybe travel specifically for work, because again, largely about work. So let's get more into it. In general, the Ace of Wands in reverse, albeit in reverse, is a very good card. It's like, even though there's all kinds of good stuff surrounding you, you can have trouble like feeling it, sensing it, realizing it. And maybe because, again, it is somewhat detached and removed from you thus far, and maybe delayed or hung up somehow, but it is there, okay? If something's like, you could be like having anxiety and not really understanding why, because it's, again, there's something surrounding you. You can't really put your finger on it or tell where it is. And that can cause like feelings of anxiousness and stuff. So that's what the Ace of Wands is about in a general sense. Then again, it has a lot to do very often with work, as can the Queen of Wands, which is the card most directly representing you this period. In a general sense, that is what she's about. If it's not about specifically a person in your life, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes, quite possibly an actual female, then it tends to be about someone or an energy that is helping you in your work and career, helping to move you forward, and or a positive and uplifting, confident kind of energy that is supporting you. If it is a person in your life, even if she's not a fire sign or he's not a fire sign, it is maybe this might be somebody through the 31st or in the coming week that is like solidly by your side, and you can truly depend on this person and count on them, although they may be a little bit like full of themselves and self-absorbed, especially if they're a Leo. But Aries and Sagittarius too, that's the energy of the Queen of Swords. For somebody that's trying to get pregnant, because it's funny, this card can mean that if you've been trying to get pregnant, it can be the time that, you finally conceive when you see the Queen of Wands upright. And it's weird because just before, at the start of this reading, when we saw the Ace of Cups and the Tower, and I said somebody that hadn't been able to get pregnant may suddenly, so I don't know why that keeps coming up. Maybe there's somebody out there watching that's going to be watching who's experiencing that, or somebody close to you is experiencing that. Surrounding you, you have the Four of Wands. Again, more wands, first of all. And it's another card that means good fortune surrounding you, headed your way, maybe unexpectedly. Again, the wands are about sudden action a lot of the time. And that good fortune can include things like commitment, especially with this Nine of Cups in your love and relationship, up to and including marriage. So if you're single, maybe you'll meet somebody, become committed. You can meet somebody at an event, whether it's a wedding or some other kind of party, or maybe a business event, work event, work environment somehow, a colleague, a vendor, a subordinate, a boss, a supervisor, I don't know, somebody you come into contact with. Or maybe while traveling, especially if you're traveling for work. Can mean something about moving to your home, your household, redecorating, cohabitating, entering some kind of contract or commitment. Moving on to work and finance, the Ace of Swords in reverse can mean there's some kind of conflict that's going to come up at your job, or a misunderstanding in your career. If you are looking for work, it too will require you to be on the side of truth, right? That means make sure that you have all of the positive things about yourself in your resume. You're putting your best self forward and you're being honest. You're not lying on an application or something, even if you think it might be beneficial to you. When this is showing up like this, it's beneficial to you to put the truth in the application and give the people the benefit of the doubt and the opportunity to accept you anyway, despite something that you feel, should maybe cast doubt or, cause them to discard your application. Give them the benefit of the doubt that they're not that superficial. They don't care what school you went to necessarily, if you can do the job or if you did, some time or something like that. Be honest in the application. But also, again, if you get into a conflict at work, it's going to be important for you to stay on the side of right and truth too. So truth will prevail, and whomever is on the side of it will also prevail. And that could be what all the Six of Wands cards that I saw for you guys were about too. Moving on to your love and relationship, we got the Nine of Cups. And again, this is a super good omen. If you're already in a relationship, very possible that it's going to become more committed, just like this can be saying. And if you're single, it's a great time to meet people, getting out, having conversations. Again, you may meet somebody at an event, including like a wedding or something. When you meet people, try not to be doing it like in a way, like whether it's with like a particular outcome, like just allow yourself to be out and about and having organic experiences with other people. And that's how you're going to meet somebody good. But the Nine of Cups is also a yes card. So if there's a yes or no question in terms of like proposals and stuff, again, especially since you got this Four of Wands here, then expect a yes. Or you're guided to give a yes if you're on that end. And it's also about prayers being answered, wishes being granted, and dreams coming true. So if you've successfully manifested the relationship or person that you've been trying to, for some of you, is what this means. Yeah, I think the message for the pregnancy is coming on my breast just got very sore. I know that's kind of like TMI, but it just happened randomly during the reading, and it's not my cycle. I did that already. Been there, done that about a week ago. I think it's tied to the pregnancy stuff that I was feeling. Remember when I was pregnant with my second child, my oldest daughter, I had no idea because I was on this birth control, so I wasn't supposed to be pregnant. And for months and months, I kept telling my girlfriend at work, my breasts are killing me. My period's coming soon. And it went on for about 5 months. And then the doctor was like, no, your period's not coming because you're pregnant. Or, it shouldn't be coming. All right. So anyway, again, here we're starting with the Four of Swords, which is a card of maybe needing a break or having been on a break. It could be where you should be planning for a vacation or something, maybe a honeymoon for some of you. But we're going to give these another shuffle too. See what else comes up for you. Yeah, so then because I had been on the birth control, I was going to this doctor in my complex. Like she had these offices downstairs in my complex. And I went to her and she's like, oh my God, well, since I've had you on that birth control, your baby's going to be a hermaphrodite. But so you need an abortion right away. But I can't do it because I only do them up to 8 weeks. So you're going to have to go somewhere else. And I prayed on it, my stomach. And the woman that I worked with, that was an evangelist, she wasn't an evangelist. She was an evangelical Christian. She prayed over it, and I went to another doctor, and he was like, yeah, you're going to be fine. And I have a 24-year-old daughter now, a Sagittarius, no less. All right. So here we come to the Five of Pentacles, fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, and uncertain self-employment. So again, some of you concerned, I think you've been in like a downturn, but you do have this unexpected favor, or maybe favor that comes like right on time, that it's your just due, so it's going to get you out of a situation where you've been feeling stuck. Just be patient, even though it can be difficult. Major Arcana card 15, or ego, can represent the sign of Capricorn, a Capricorn that's particularly significant in your life. Major Arcana card 8, Justice, can be about a Libra. These two together can have something to do, like I said, with a court situation or something. Maybe some money that's held up, but it comes right on time for you. All right, further advice for those of you who identify as a masculine archetype. Major Arcana card Justice, card number 20. It's called Renewal in this deck, but this is Justice, which represents the planet Pluto and the sign of Scorpio. It's time to get clarity about your life purpose and to make changes that are most divinely suited to you. Forgive what has been without judgment. That means like without things like guilt or blame or whatever. Just let the whole thing go completely without being fake or anything. And fearlessly embrace what's to come. For those of you who identify as a feminine archetype, it is your energy. Major Arcana card 18, the moon, represents the sign of Pisces. It's important to trust your intuition, even if you're unsure of what's happening. All will be revealed soon. So worry is unnecessary. So they're telling you to drop this. Because all this does is put you in the position where you can potentially manifest negativity upon yourself anyway, right? Because you have the wrong thoughts. You need to be thinking positively to manifest something good. For the masculine, judgment is about something good coming. And again, it could certainly have something to do with a legal situation, some sort of settlement or payoff or something, or with the government. Again, that payoff that some are expecting. If you're an essential worker, or the hazard pay that the House is trying to pass and stuff, or that the House did pass, that they're waiting on the Senate to also get in gear about. Some sort of abundance that you earned, you're deserving of it, and that's why it's coming to you. Judgment is also about second time around, but of course, especially since we saw Justice, Judgment, could be even more so of a reason why it could be something having to do with legality. Just looking for cards from the other deck. Here's one for the masculine. The 9 of Fire. Don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. So even when you feel like you're down and out, like you don't have anything else to give, and you're just not going to make it across the finish line, this energy shows up to say, you sure will. And feminine for you, it's another 4 of Wands. Contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, and the successful completion of a project. Again, many of you may be entering commitment. You might not realize, you might not even see and notice that your relationship's going that way. You may be confused by where the direction it's taking, have some illusions, but maybe you're getting intuition, gut feelings, something in your heart, the universe trying to show you signs, synchronicities of what the reality is. Make sure you pay attention to those and don't, like make any presumptions, because this is what wants to come to you. And this is, again, some sort of commitment up to and including even marriage. Could be something about cohabitation. It's happy family, happy household. It's very, very positive energy that we should all be so lucky to have. I hope you guys have enjoyed your reading. I'll be back for you when, when the start of the month. Namaste.